Well, let's talk to somebody who's played at a high level and continues to play at a high level for your Omaha Supernovas, Kaitlyn Hord, former Husker and current PVF All-Star. Kaitlyn, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good, good. So, are you enjoying the ride, or is it just like, holy smokes, I'm familiar with the love in this state. This is just what I'm accustomed to.
I'm definitely enjoying the best of both worlds, honestly. Like, I'm so glad to be back in Nebraska. They treat their athletes so well here. So yeah, I'm just having the best time ever right now.
That's awesome.
So, Kaitlyn, I'm kind of curious, right? 'Cause you only spent 1 year here in college, obviously enough to get kind of familiar with the state and its love for volleyball. How much of coming to Omaha from Columbus last year had to do with, hey, you got a kind of sense of familiarity with the place and the people versus, hey, nobody in the country cares about volleyball more than Nebraska?
It kind of had everything to do with it. I just kind of missed that atmosphere that I was so familiar with when I did play at Nebraska. So I knew kind of what I was getting into when I would get to switch over to be a supernova. So definitely playing at Nebraska had a huge factor with that.
We talked to Coach Bird a lot, and one of the cool things about talking to her is how she enjoys trying to make the puzzle pieces fit. It's such a talented squad, and obviously coming off a championship, when you join them, it's like, okay, I have to immediately know my role. I have to kind of see how I fit in. I have to gauge the kind of the culture I'm stepping into. More natural than we think it is, or a little more difficult than we assume.
I think honestly this season has been an extremely seamless, natural fit with everybody just because we
Interesting.
all have really great personalities off the court that mesh well together, and so that's been translating on the court. Yes, we've had a few bumps in the road here and there, but because we just have undeniable trust in one another and our ability to play volleyball, that's really helped us up our game over the past couple of weeks. So it's been such a great transition, moving over to the Supernovas for sure.
How much does it help, Kaitlyn, that you weren't the only new player coming on to a championship squad, right? It's a largely new roster, just a couple of carryovers. So you certainly weren't alone in having to sort of make that transition into a new position.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of new pieces to this team this year. And I think another thing that's helped is like in the past, we've all crossed paths with each other at least once or twice.
Yeah.
So we're all very familiar with each other. And so I think that that former connection has definitely helped out this time around. But the two returning players have definitely been so awesome in showing us the ropes and continuing the culture that they had last year that was obviously so successful.
So I'm glad you brought that up because we talk a lot with basketball and AAU how the guys and gals get to know each other over the course of their high school careers,
It's even
especially.
more so in volleyball.
Like how I don't know that people appreciate that in volleyball to the same extent. Like how well do you get to know some of these people that you never actually played with?
For a long time, too, right? I mean, you guys are going back
Yeah.
to like youth.
I'm sorry, what was
You
that
guys
last
are like
part?
going back to like youth, right? It's sixth,
Yeah.
seventh, eighth. I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, like, especially across the net, there's been people that I played with when I was 14 and 15 years old. So it's just amazing to see, like, the level that we're at now. It was really unimaginable, like, when you're that age, imagining that you could be here now playing pro volleyball with your friends still. It's such an amazing experience. I'm very thankful to be in the position that I am for sure.
So, I know that you knew coming into this how great Nebraska fans were for the sport of volleyball. Is there any part of you that's still a little stunned that you're getting 12, 13,000 a night every time you suit up at CHI?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, I know just like you said, Nebraska loves their volleyball, so I know that they're going to come out and support. But yeah, it's insane because wow. I mean, they top themselves every time it feels like. I
Okay.
mean, even if there's yeah, if there's weather, if there's any sort of thing, we're like, oh, maybe we're not going to get that many fans this time. Nope, they still show up and show out. That's for sure.
Kaitlyn, we appreciate the time. Congratulations on being named an All-Star, and hopefully we will see you on Sunday down at CHI.
See you Sunday. Thank you so much.